Thank you for watching. If you don't have an open mind, you need to shut this video off right now because you're not going to like it. I don't know how this stuff works. I'm new to it. I'm just trying to share research. No one's trying to make you believe anything. You can just consider this the ramblings of a crazy man, and that's all. No one's telling you got to believe any of this stuff. I have a right to an opinion, and I'm going to share it. And if you don't like it, shut off the video. So moving on, we're going to start all over the best. We're going to try to explain the best I can, because I'm new to this, and this is some very deep stuff that I'm just trying to piece together with the help of a bunch of people on here. We're all just trying to figure out the truth. Okay, so this is the Kabbalistic tree of life, the rich dummies that run this world. They live by this thing. They're obsessed with it. It's what this whole system is all about. It's made up of 3 pillars, okay? A red and blue pillar, one for your spiritual side, one for your physical side. This 3rd pillar, which used to be a straight shot from Orion all the way down here to Earth, is broken now. This piece is missing. And now we have a broken system, and it's been rewired to the 3-6-9. 3 is Saturn, 6 is the Sun, 9 is the Moon or the cube. It's the sum of everything. These rich dummies are trying to create an arc, get this thing working again, so they can smash light with CERN, harness some negative energy, and let out Satan and the fallen angels. This is why these the politicians and the priests and all these guys, they're standing in for God. They're standing behind a podium, which is the broken pillar. They're standing in for God, acting as such, and it's all about control. They get these 3 pillars again, they create the ark, I guess open up that portal, the energy point through Orion, they let out the Satan and the fallen angels, they create their new world order, completely lock down and control humanity. That's what they want. Now I want to show you how this thing is depicted throughout history, and this whole event has been depicted throughout history a bunch of different times. I'm going to show you a bunch of artifacts from the Babylonians to the Egyptians to the Mesopotamians to the Assyrians, and I'm going to show you how it's all the same thing. It's depicted as the vortex sometimes, because even the book of Revelation talks about the sky being rolled up as a scroll. The Bible talks about this event happening. Here's depicted, here's the vortex, here's the portal, here's the ark, here's the pillars. Here it is again, and in fact, this picture is titled Attacking the Demons, because they open this stuff up and these demons come out. Here it is again. Here it is again. You also know it as the Masonic compass. This is the square, represents the square or the cube, the doorway. The triangle is the road, the path. And then the circle is the portal. It's also the women's legs being open because it's a birthing of a new world order, of a new age, of a new system. The world is going to end as we know it. The planet, this prison, will be here forever. But the world as we know is going to end. What I mean by that, if you watch this for fun, watch a movie like the movie Friday. I don't know why it just popped in my head, but the movie Friday, a 90s movie. In that movie, they show people talking on corded phones. The rotary corded old school phones. You don't see that anymore, meaning it's going to be a different... Things are going to be done differently. Just like we don't use corded phones anymore, we use cell phones and all this kind of stuff, the same thing. A whole new way of doing things is going to emerge. Here is the keyhole. Here's them coming out of the keyhole, because it's also depicted as a keyhole. That's why the Vatican courtyard is shaped like a keyhole. They just show it a bunch of different ways so people don't catch on. Not that I think they even would at this point. Now I want to show how all year long this year this thing has been shoved down our throats. This event has been shoved down our throats through predictive programming. All winter long we heard about the polar vortex. That's the sky opening up. That's the Stargate opening. All winter long, polar vortex. Now since spring, when spring came around, we started hearing about this missing Malaysia flight. Well, what's the logo? A red and blue trident. The trident's the 3 pillars. 3 pillars is the tree of life. Now we're into summer. Now where have we seen it? The World Cup. Here's the tree, or how about a keyhole? Which is why, during the opening ceremony, they form the keyhole with their little square and circle inside. And here's the Kabbalistic tree of life. Here's the birthing, because whenever they open this thing up, all hell is going to break loose, just like mentioned in the Bible, just like mentioned in the book of Revelation. The 5th angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven onto the earth, and to him was given the key of the bottomless pit. The bottomless pit is space. This is referencing the opening of the keyhole, opening the Stargate, and letting out these locusts, and there came out of the smoke locusts. There arose a smoke out of the pit, and these locusts came out. It looked like horses prepared unto battle, blah, 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 blah. Really nasty, evil things. Okay, now for fun, because this is great stuff. That's probably why Tesla said if you understood the magnificence of a 369, you'd understand the universe. Because he most likely understood that we are on the new wiring of the, well, not new anymore, but nothing new under the sun anyway. It's all broken. It's all the same thing. It doesn't matter. But regardless, I'm getting off track. Understanding the 369, understanding the universe, because he realized this is the wiring of the system, the 369. I'm just saying, don't know for sure. We'll never know. Just sharing research. You don't got to believe anything. Okay, now moving on to Orion, right? This is some really good, really great stuff from Dreams Within Dreams. She talks about this all the time. Here's your pyramids of Giza. Here's your Orion's belt. Funny thing is, if I could overlay this, I would. She found this, Dreams Within Dreams. I think this is an amazing find. If you were to overlay this, it looks like that's what they're referencing here. Here's Orion's belt. Here's a 369. It sure looks like that's what they're trying to depict, and that's what they're trying to say. That's the system that we're on. This is what's going on. So why is Orion and all this stuff important right now? I'm saying that to say this. Thank you to Which Times Are These, because she passed me off to this channel. I really like what this guy is saying. He understands it way better than I do. Please watch this. I will put all these links below to Dreams Within Dreams, to Which Times Are These, and this guy, because this guy, he obviously understands it way better than me. Word around the campfire, I've also heard other people say this. This is supposed to take place in 2017 because it's going to be a specific alignment that they're going to use when things are just right. They're going to smash light with CERN, and they're going to open the portal. They're using all these, that's why the world is so dark and nasty now. That's why they're starting all these wars all over everywhere, because they're trying to create and harness as much negative energy as they can, smash this light during the perfect time of this alignment, and open this portal. And what's funny to me is I stumbled on this yesterday, and the whole sequence of events really kind of blew my mind, because I came upon this video, and in this video, this guy specifically says, I think that whenever they, because I've covered this before in one of my videos, they've shut down CERN. They're going to reopen it next year, because their words, just Google it. I should have pulled it up, but I'm not going to worry about it. I got too much open now. Just Google it. They're opening CERN back up, restarting CERN back up next year for bigger bangs. So he says that he thinks they're going to test and trial and error this, test it out, this fallen angel technology out, maybe next year in 2015 for the 2017 event. And then they'll probably launch some new star or new satellite up in space and bounce this light off using CERN, using the pyramids, using the obelisks, all this ancient architecture, because it's all tied together. Fire this beam up into space, bounce it off whatever they're going to throw up there, and open this portal. Which he says there's already a big, huge ring that they launched up into space. Haven't corroborated that myself, but it doesn't matter, because regardless, I believe it. I don't need this to be part of the story. So I looked yesterday after he says they're probably going to launch something new up there to bounce the light off of. What happens yesterday, right after I watched this video, this looks like a big spotlight to me, or UFO, that they're going to launch at the end of December of this year, 2014, and they're naming it, it's called Orion, which is at the top of the Tree of Life, which is the arc they're trying to create. Now, this has also intrigued me very much, because we're on the 369 system, because this thing named Orion, they're trying to jumpstart, create the arc on the Tree of Life, has a 3,600 mile, or 369 journey. The first mission this year is going to be unmanned, but guess what? The first astronauts will travel into space aboard Orion in 2017. It's just too much of a coincidence for me. Maybe it's just crackpot, crazy town, banana pants rambling, since people like that crazy town, banana pants. That's from the show Community. Yeah, it's hilarious. I love it too. Can't get it out. That's a great phrase. They've been shoving this Tree of Life down our throats all year long. People just don't realize it. And this is my guess of why we keep seeing these stories like this pop up. 20 rescuers free student trapped in vagina sculpture. Because it's a birthing, right? It's like they're showing these things are about to be released. And let's read this story. 369 system, right? 20-year-old, how about 2 for your 2 pillars? 20-year-old gets stuck in a 6-foot vagina statue, but they were able to pull him out after about 30 minutes. Now let's go to another story. Drugged up man from planet Zoltar jumps onto and smashes cruiser windshield. Why is the windshield important? Because it's glass. Why is that important? Because supposedly where these fallen ones are locked up is in a prison somewhere made up of glass, crystal, adamantium. It doesn't matter. It's all the same thing because it breaks. It causes fractal light. But look at this. This guy, also 20 years old. 20 for the 2 pillars. Wielding a 4-foot, 4 for the 4 sides of the square, which represents the cube. And look where they picked him up. At the 3000 block of Duff Road, around 11. There's your 2 pillars again. I think they're just trying to tell us this over and over again. Predictive programming all day long. Can't prove it. Can be completely off base right now. Have no idea. But it's just too big of a coincidence for me. So I wanted to pass this along. It seems to have happened in the past before. They know about this stuff. It's just they're just cashing in on it. That's all they're doing. They know at a certain time everything in the universe lines up just right. They use that CERN. They harness this negative energy. They open this portal. They let out their masters, and they completely control and lock down humanity because that's what the whole New World Order is about. Agenda 21 or Agenda 3 of Saturn. Total lockdown. That's all it is. I guess we'll find out in about 3 years. Who knows? I just wanted to pass this along. Thanks to all the support out there. For all the support out there, I mean, because I know there's a lot of other people who believe this stuff too, and we're just trying to piece it together and figure it all out. So thanks to everybody for helping and trying. And thanks as always to my subs and teammates for watching and supporting me in the channel. See you later.